When it comes to Airbnb design, most people focus on function, but great design is about how a space feels. It's not just about being guest ready, the functionality and all the practical things. It's about being unforgettable. My name's Chantel and I've styled short-term rentals and homes for a number of years, both in Melbourne, Australia and Bali, Indonesia. And in this video, I'm going to share 5 principles that elevate any space with meaning, with personality, and with soul. Here's how I do it. And if you haven't done already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press that notification bell for new video releases. If you want your Airbnb to stand out, then start with a point of view. That means skipping the beige packages and identical side tables. In our home, we've only left one white wall. Every other room is painted in a different earthy tone, from deep greys to warm neutrals, soft clay, even maroon. It might sound like a lot, but it works because the palette is grounded, it's intentional, and it's cohesive. And together, the spaces create a rhythm, a sort of creativity, culture, energy, and travel. Your space doesn't need to match, it just needs to make sense. And when it's designed with meaning, then that's what guests remember. The best rentals don't just look good, they say something, they tell a story. And the spaces that feel the most memorable are the ones that feel lived in and not just decorated. So in our home, that story is everywhere. There's a large wooden map wall in the dining space that guests always stop and engage with. They love to trace the countries that they've been to, and they talk about where they want to go next, and it sparks, real conversation, even between strangers. And in the back room, we've got a piano. Guests really love to sit down and play, even if it's just a few notes, a melody, sometimes even a sing-along, but it adds life and warmth that no amount of decor could fake. In the bar area, there are gold tiles and open shelving. It's something that's really unexpected and people always notice it. These aren't luxury items, they're memory anchors. It's not about impressing your guests, it's about inviting them into something that is personal, playful, and present. And that's the difference between a listing and a home. Trends come and go, but what matters more is how your space feels over time. So take, for example, this red leather sofa. We've had it for over 15 years. It's a little bit worn now, definitely lived in, but it's still one of the most complimented pieces in the house. And that's what timeless design does. It holds up, not just physically, but energetically. So we might change things around them, whether it's cushions, throws, accessories, but the foundation is solid, and that consistency creates comfort. When a space feels grounded, guests settle in faster. Even if it's something they can't explain, it's something that they definitely feel. Don't underestimate the power of nature in design, even indoors. We often think of outdoor styling as an afterthought, but your outdoor zones are just as much a part of the guest experience as the kitchen or the living room. And the flow between inside and out, that's where the magic begins. In our home, the kitchen opens straight onto the deck, and in the mornings, if I make a hot drink, I can step outside and sit among the nature. We've planted some fruit trees and herbs, and sometimes I'll go out and pick some lemons right outside, bring them into the kitchen to style the bench or to fill the fruit bowl. It's really small, but it creates rhythm. From the lounge, the bedroom, even the laundry, you can see greenery everywhere, and that visual link adds calm. Inside, we mirror that feeling with raw timber, soft linen, woven baskets, organic shapes. You don't need a big garden, just intentional flow. And when nature is visible and echoed inside, your space feels expansive, alive, and deeply welcoming. And that's a feeling that guests carry with them. By the way, you don't need a massive space or a huge budget to make this work. Every principle I'm sharing today is something I've used in my own home, and honestly, it's the small, thoughtful details that guests remember most. Every great space has a moment, a detail that feels bold, personal, and totally unexpected. The kind of moment that makes people pause and say, wow, I love this. In our home in Melbourne, it's this African basket wall beside the wood heater. It's layered, textured, cultural, and people always comment on it. And it's not there to impress, but to invite. In the bathroom, even though the room is small, we've styled it like a small spa. It's got soft lighting, fresh towels, candles. It's simple, but intentional. And guests often say it's one of their favourite spaces. It's not because of square footage, it's because of feeling. You don't need a big budget or a showstopper to create impact. You just need one moment, one emotional anchor that's memorable, warm, and just a little bit magical. So if you want to create a guest-ready space that feels intentional and unforgettable, I've created a checklist that walks you through every room with design strategy and soulful details. It's not just about setting up a rental, it's about creating an experience. You can grab it now, the link is in the description. The Guest Ready Checklist is part of our Design for Profit series, practical tools to help you create spaces that not only feel good, but earn more through smart, soulful design.